All right, we are here with the notorious Canon AE-1, one of my favorites. Before we get into that, I just want to hope everybody's staying positive, staying focused, and having fun in life. We all need fun. We all need laughter. Hopefully, through this serious, intense, hardcore how-to video, you chuckle a little bit and giggle, you know. I appreciate your time. Appreciate y'all watching Handsome's history, you know. Handsome's repairs. It is... it's cool to have something to leave behind for my children, my apprentices, and all that good stuff. So, thank you, Cal. Thank you, Swan. Thank you, everybody that has contributed to this. And let's get to it. So, the Canon AE-1. This puppy was born in 1976, yo. Like, that's wicked gnarly. And it was the first of its kind, hence the one, and automatic exposure, and it was the first, and it was awesome, man. And it's still awesome, still holds its value, and one of the most reliable SLRs I see, you know, and a couple of things that go wrong that are super simple to fix, and that's why I'm here to show you how. Powwow. Ow, wow. Okay. So, what we have going on with this guy is we got a loose shutter speed dial. So, if you check it, like, it ain't supposed to be like that at all. And there is a tungsten wire that is connected to actually this component. That was not magic at all. Don't know how to do magic. So this is underneath this, and it just goes on up everywhere. I'll show you. But you know what? Let's go on and get to it right here, boy. So first and foremost, we're going to take off this film door. We're going to go in and pop a Rooney. Then there's a lever right here. You're going to pull down that lever. Going to lift back. Going to remove that back. Because that baby got back. We're going to set that over here. Oh, Lord. We're going to come up, kick flip. Nose grind. Nollie flip out. And we're back to work. Alright, before we do all that, I like to take off this front cover. It's going to be 4 screws. This is a camera that you can literally throw all of the pieces in a pile, and you should know how to put them back. But we won't do that our first go around. Alright, so you're going to put those 4 screws together, and going on get that magnetic going. Going to remove. So with this, there is some components right here. Just going on lift out. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to put this on top of those screws right there. See the orientation? Yeah, boy. Alright, so you got 2 screws under yonder. Those are little secret screws. Some people try to take that top coat right off. Ain't going to happen, boy. So we're going to take these 2 screws. Gonna throw them right there. My screw's loose. Alright, so we're gonna take off this rewind knob first. Going on and open her up. So what I like to do is, so I can show y'all real quick. See right here? There's a little slot right there, you know what I'm saying? You can, just put something there. I'm using the tweezers now. And you can do anything. You can use your screwdriver, you can use your thumb if you're strong enough, Wouldn't advise it. And then just going on and spin her off. We're going to just throw that right there. Get your C-clamp removers. Good luck finding them. You can get them anywhere, but you just got to make sure, excuse me, you just got to make sure those are thin tips. Thin tips, like thin chips. Like, all right, we're done. So you got a little C-clamp right here. You see that C-clamp? Hopefully. Right here, and you're going to, you know what, I'm going to get up in now. You're going to put your C-clamp removers in there. You're going to open, and you're going to push back. All of them ain't easy, especially when you're breezy. All right, so I got it off, and then you can just pull it off like that. All right, going on, and I heard a little voo. So you can already see, so underneath the cover of the rewind assembly, you can see the wire is just caught up. So honestly, I believe that is just broken off. But we're going to get in there and we're going to see. We're going to take off the cover to the advance assembly. And I have my forge tools from the late 70s. And oh, that's already loose. So you could do that with your hand. Now, the orientation is definitely backwards. There's supposed to be a plastic. All right, so this definitely has been taken apart. So this is supposed to go here, and then there's supposed to be a plastic piece. It's not there. It's okay. It probably got lost, probably mid 1980. You're going to take that off. So, yeah, you can tell this has already been tampered with because that's loose. So you're supposed to put this in bulb and then your ISO at 32 or 3600, but I don't get to show you that. But it's a key thing of taking off the top cover of an AE-1, and mainly the AE-1, because I'm not going to touch that yet. 4 more screws. Alright, then once you get them 4 screws out, you can just lift up. And exactly what I said, you can see the tungsten wire has ripped off of the shutter. So this is definitely bad. And then of course, it is stuck on here as well. And wow, it has ripped off of that. So this is a little project. Awesome. So we actually will be needing more parts. Lucky for us, we have spare parts everywhere. Look at this. This piece is broken, so we're going to take it off of here. So we need to hold that lever to poke this off, and that is what we need. It's always good to keep parts, I'm telling y'all. So if the camera don't turn on or something, you still keep it for parts and keep it by your desk. And always be prepared, kids, for anything. So this part and this part is going to be replaced. Gotta make sure the orientation, I love that word in this. Today, the word of the day is orientation, okay? We have another C-clamp to remove the tungsten wire driver. Alright, so you can see the C-clamp here. So with this one, you're gonna open up the C-clamp and just come straight up. Straight up, like Straight up. Minimum focus. So we're going to keep the C-clamp. Going on, set it right there next to this new piece. We are going to lift up. Now, key things I've learned, this brass washer is key. Trust me. So that's the broken piece. We're going to set the broken piece up there out of the current frame. Now, there are some very specific things that I need to stress to y'all. There actually is a groove right here. Now, that groove is very important because of this tooth. It's a spring. It's spring loaded, of course, because you'll see the tension that you have to put on this to communicate to the shutter dial. The way we're going to set this is you see the tooth. You can see the tooth. And you can see the groove. You can see the groove. We groove in. Alright, so we're going to set this and make sure it's in the groove. You can feel the tension. You can feel the tension. Keep your pressure on there. And then put that washer back on. Pick up the C-clamp. And then I'm just going to slide it down. I may have lost. Okay. We're good. It's up in there. It's stuck. You know what I'm saying? So, look real good now. So, tungsten wire has to go around this guy. Yep. Come on, Billy. Billy. You gotta go around it. Come on, Billy. Or you can go... Ooh. Come on there. You're gonna go this way. You gotta wrap it around this brass screw. Good luck. I'm only fumbling because y'all are watching me. And then it goes in a slit. And then you wrap it around. So, see the tension? See that tension? I'm releasing the tension between you and your girlfriend. You play too many video games and she does not like that. Going on and my name is Handsome. I'm gonna take you for ransom. Alright, I'm totally joking. Jesus. No freestyling allowed. Note to self. You see these yellow rollers, sometimes they're white, sometimes they're actually orange. There's a white one. That is what we're going to be rolling them on. The only thing I forgot about is we're going to rest this right here. Right here. And we have to put on this part that we grabbed off of our donor camera. Now, of course, I remember the way it was set in, but you gotta pay attention to the way that it was set. You're gonna pull out this tooth here. You're going to insert there. And basically, you're putting it in bulb. So, we need to fix this. We need to change the ISO. So the way you change the ISO, of course, is pressure up and down. Once again. All right, so it always needs to be in bulb in 3200. This slit right here indicates it's in bulb, and then the rest of all 49,000 shutter speeds. Totally joking. That would be ridiculous. So now that we have that on for communication, I'm going to hold that just so we don't mess up the tension between you and Monica. So, boom. So, boom. You're going to go under. You're going to go over. And then you're going to set. And then... All right. You know, I'm pretty sure this thing has a cough. And if you haven't seen the cough video of the AE-1, I'll show you again. Biggie. And what you're oiling is you're going in through right here, and you can feel that gear. And this is where you're really oiling right here, because there is plastic on metal and metal on plastic. I threw a little oil in there, and the way that you can test everything, put on the shutter speed dial. Let me explain. So, see that young tooth right there? He's a new rapper. He only wears silver. So this tooth right here sits right here. You go. So, we're going to put young tooth in there. Oh, and you see how she sits right at bulb, and you can see it moving around. So let's test it. Let's put this washer back. At least we put one of them back. The other one that I said was very important didn't get put back, but that's okay. You don't have to tighten it super tight, but you have that. Then we're going to put this on, which will catch the lever. Let's go to a fast shutter speed, see if we're coughing. We got a couple coughs. I'm gonna throw some more up in there, Billy. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to get it up in there. And one thing to check is the meter with how everything is reacting, and we're good. It goes up and down. Yeah, I can hear. Hopefully you can hear. When I hit that gear, you can hear it go beep, beep, beep. The oil just needs work its way down. Of course, this is a very dirty camera, but I am happy that I get to show you. So let's say, for the sake of learning, so I'm about to take this off, and let's say my ISO is at 100. I was shooting Pro Image 100, you know, like a baller for a wedding or something like that. And oh, I need to take off, so you got to go to bulb, and then the ISO needs to be at 3200. Has to take off the shutter speed dial. We're gonna finish taking this stuff off. Those are the broken parts. And then when you take it off, it's gonna give a little spin. Don't freak out on me. Not yet. So we're gonna put the top cover back on because we can tell that we replace that. The cough is working. The Robitussin is working. We're going to reassemble, and I am going to go to work. I definitely have probably 10 to 14 repairs to do today. So I can't sit here and chit-chat it up with y'all. I gotta go make some money. Gotta put those 4 screws up in there. One thing I like to do before everything else is put the shutter speed dial in, and remember now, young tooth goes in young hole. You set, oh, see, it fell out. So put it in, turn, and it sits. It's tilted, and then once you set it in, and then it boom, it levels out, and you're good. And you can see with that moving. But we're gonna put it back in bulb. We're gonna put this washer on. We're going to throw this on there. Go and get Mr. Wright's tool. You go. You want it tight, not too tight, but just tight enough. So you can go ahead and change your ISO, like around 400. Make sure the ISO dial is spinning. This one's a little janky. Since we know that is going perfecto, we're going to put that right back on there. Going to get this C-clamp. Going to get that right here. Going to throw that C-clamp on there. Alright. Spare fingers all the time. Man. Then we're going to throw this on. But before that, remember we have 2 screws loose. Alright. The side with the buttons I always put on first, line up, and then just collapses on. It's the name of my band, Collapses On. Yeah. Definitely not in a band. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you get through this repair nice and easy from my help, and it's in there like swimwear. No cough, no. We have an actual shutter speed dial, and man, I really appreciate y'all's time. And once again, stay positive, stay focused, and peace.